The morning of my marriage arrived under a sky of such perfect azure that it seemed tailor-made for our special day. Golden rays filtered through the panes of our modest hall, an old barn renovated in Lancaster County that Ethan Monroe and I had instantly adored. I lingered by myself in the dressing area, my bridal attire draped over a timber rafter. The delicate embroidery caught the glow in a manner that compelled me to pause and savor its beauty. Even with the emptiness gnawing at my heart, my device stayed silent atop the dressing table. No overlooked notifications or incoming texts. I'd been aware for a full month that my folks and sibling wouldn't show up. Mother had reached out while I was settling the menu details with the food provider. Her tone carried that familiar edge she reserved for sharing updates she viewed as minor nuisances rather than disasters. "Darling Rachel, I fear we won't manage to join your ceremony." The provider glanced my way as I clenched the receiver tighter. "What exactly do you mean by won't manage? It's only a month away. Lily's partner intends to pop the question sometime soon. They're off to Miami for a getaway, and we've volunteered to lend a hand with preparations. You're committing to set up for a betrothal that might never occur, over showing up at your daughter's actual union." The phrase soured on my tongue as I uttered it. Don't overreact. Ryan's kin run the wealth sector, and they're sticklers for customs. His elders are booking a luxury vessel for the betrothal escape and urged us to join in. It'd be rude to say no. The provider quietly slipped away from the spot. I barely registered her exit. "So you're bypassing my marriage, my real event, for a potential engagement that could fizzle out. For Lily's partner's relatives, who of you've met just a handful of times?" 4 times now, Mother amended, "and stop being absurd." Naturally, he'll ask. He'd already revealed the gem to us. "It's a whopping 5 carats, Rachel, 5. Plus, your affair is rather understated. Ethan's family is covering most expenses, isn't that so?" "Understated." She said it like a slight. Ethan and I had orchestrated it all personally, funded a good portion, and chosen what truly mattered to us. True, his relatives had contributed. They'd pushed to handle the location fee, but from heartfelt support for our picks, not the subtle disdain my kin couldn't conceal. Ethan's kin back our choices. They're not funding a spectacle. Mother exhaled wearily. "I fail to grasp your distress. This isn't out of the blue, Rachel. You've forever charted your own course, ignoring our guidance. Had you pursued Ryan when he showed interest prior to Lily, you'd have snagged the yacht moment." The recollection of that exchange burned as I stood isolated in the preparation chamber. Margaret, Ethan's mom, rapped softly before stepping in, her grin inviting as she carried a platter of warm baked goods and brew. "The cosmetician arrives in 15 minutes. Figured you'd fancy a bite." She paused, noting my expression. "Sweetheart Rachel, what's troubling you?" "Nothing at all," I replied with a strained beam. "Merely pre-ceremony nerves." Margaret placed the tray aside and clasped my palms in hers. "Regarding your parents?" I dipped my head, words caught in my constricted airway. "I'm truly regretful," she murmured, pressing my hands gently. "Yet I need you to realize how thrilled Thomas and I are to welcome you into our fold. We couldn't envision a better partner for Ethan." The ritual unfolded with exquisite closeness, hosting 58 guests instead of the planned 62. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.